How a confused bregger killed his girlfriend. Behind the beautiful facade of the entertainment industry and dreams of success, there lies a hidden world of tragedy and betrayal, as seen in this heart-wrenching tale of Wilana Bibbs, a young woman with dreams as vibrant as the melody she sang and aspirations as large as the city she relocated to. But her dreams were turned into a horrifying nightmare by someone she trusted. What turned her path from the hopeful halls of stardom to the unforgiving grip of domestic abuse? And what is the story behind this terrible turn of events that ended a promising life too soon? Let's try to know the whole story in the next few minutes. Wilana Bibbs was a shining example of optimism and drive while she was a little girl living in Durham, North Carolina. She was well liked in her neighborhood thanks to the contagious smile and heavenly voice she possessed. Her parents described her as forgiving, as someone who would never harbor resentment toward another person, and as someone who, despite the challenges and difficulties of life, was always able to find the bright side of any situation. Wilana always had ambitious goals in mind, even when she was a child. Not only was she a wonderful vocalist who aspired to make it big in the music industry, but she also aspired to be an entrepreneur and had plans to create her own makeup and apparel lines. In addition, she had goals of making it large in the music world. She was so determined to make her goals come true that she uprooted her life and relocated to Atlanta, Georgia, which is sometimes referred to as the Hollywood of the South due to the city's robust entertainment sector. Wilana's life took an unexpected turn in Atlanta when she met Justin Wright, better known by his stage name J-Ride. This meeting appeared to be a turning point for the better. At an early age, Justin had already established himself as a successful musician and music producer, earning multiple platinum certifications for his work. At the age of 21, he had already established his own record company, which was called Camp Entertainment Worldwide, and he had worked with well-known musicians such as Timbaland, Rick Ross, Future, Cash Doll, Nipsey Hussle, and DJ Khaled. Wilana had high hopes that given Justin's remarkable qualifications, he may serve as the impetus to kickstart her career as a singer. Their work relationship quickly evolved into a personal one, and it seemed as though Wilana's childhood dream was about to come true. Sadly, this once beautiful story quickly devolved into a terrifying nightmare. Wilana was once told that she would be catapulted to celebrity by a man who began to reveal his true colors. Wilana was subjected to verbal abuse at the beginning of Justin's controlling conduct, which later led to Wilana being physically assaulted. Justin's behavior soon became increasingly controlling. Wilana, who was in a state of extreme fear, was forced to leap from a moving truck in order to avoid being punished by Justin in one of the more terrifying episodes. This horrifying event served as a timely reminder of Justin's propensity for violence, which he had previously admitted publicly in the context of an interview for a podcast. The nightmarish scenario culminated on an unfortunate day in May 2021. Wilana was killed by a gunshot wound in Davenport, Iowa, while she was visiting Justin's relatives. When the authorities arrived at the scene of the commotion, they discovered the young woman, who was 20 years old and with a gunshot wound to her back, already dead. Due to the fact that Justin and Wilana's relationship had a history of violence, he was quickly considered the major suspect in her death. After being taken into custody, Justin was charged with murder in the first degree. Even though he protested his innocence, the evidence that had been gathered against him was indisputable. In the trial, Justin's pattern of increasingly aggressive behavior, including his dominating behavior, his explosive temperament, and his developing pattern of violence, were all laid naked for everyone to witness. Following a short period of discussion, the jury reached a verdict of guilty of first-degree murder against him. The tragic story of Wilana Bibbs serves as a sobering reminder of the deadly reality of abusive relationships. It highlights the need of identifying the signals of an abusive spouse and seeking help before it is too late. The tragedy of Wilana Bibbs serves as a sobering reminder of the dangerous realities of abusive relationships. The United States Strategy on Women, Peace, and Security, also known as the WPS strategy, was officially introduced by the federal government of the United States on June 11, 2019. This plan's objective is to increase the active participation of women in processes that attempt to prevent conflicts, combat extremism and terrorism, and establish peace and stability in the aftermath of conflicts. The Women, Peace, and Security strategy is detailed to encourage and facilitate women's participation and leadership in reducing the risk of war and promoting sustainable peace on a global scale. In addition to this, it promises to address the particular challenges that women and girls confront in regions that are afflicted by war or natural disasters. In accordance to the WPS strategy, the United States of America is aiming towards the realization of 3 interrelated goals by the year 2023. The first thing is to improve women's access to opportunities and training that will enable them to take part in activities that will lead to sustainable peace. The second is to make sure that women and girls are safer and better protected, as well as they have equitable access to support programs that are provided by the government and private companies. This includes assistance provided by the USA, other international partners, and the individual's respective home nations. The United States and its partner governments need to strengthen their institutional frameworks and capacities in order to accomplish the third goal, the long-term viability and continued effectiveness of initiatives that seek to include women in efforts to promote peace and security is the focus of this mission. The United States Agency for International Development recognizes that it is necessary to promote women's leadership and empowerment in order to break cycles of conflict and instability that have the potential to endanger global security. U.S. aid provides assistance to the government, civil society groups, and enterprises in countries in which it collaborates in order to foster enduring peace. U.S. aid has established a comprehensive implementation plan in order to fulfill the requirements of the WPS strategy, and it has also prepared a report for the congressional committees. The goal is to ensure that their humanitarian relief and development initiatives are moving forward in a manner that is tangible, efficient, and coordinated. Welena's terrible death highlights how important it is to retain connections with loved ones, establish boundaries, and to seek help when one is in a situation that is abusive. It is extremely important to constantly trust one's senses and to never ignore any warning signs that may occur in the first stages of a romantic partnership. Welena Tibbs was a young woman who had a lot of potential and aspirations, but unfortunately she was let down by someone she trusted. Her narrative is a living reminder of the harsh reality that can frequently be found under the superficial appearance of things. It serves as a reminder to us that we should never let our guard down and never be afraid to ask for assistance when we find ourselves in potentially harmful circumstances. In honor of Welena and the numerous other people who have lost their lives as a result of domestic violence, we need to make it a priority to educate not just ourselves, but also others about the warning signs of abuse, the significance of having a supportive network of friends and family, and the resources that are available to victims. The slogan of the National Domestic Violence Hotline is that love shouldn't hurt, make you fearful, or cause you physical or emotional pain. The story of Welena set an example to all of us of the significance of taking action before it is too late. In the echoes of Welena's silenced voice, her daunting story keeps reverberating, a chilling reminder of the hidden dangers often lurking beneath the glittering surface of dreams and fame. But remember, this fight can't be won alone. Will you step up to the challenge? Will you assist in creating awareness and ensuring that no more dreams are violently terminated? The movement against domestic abuse needs your participation, so let's take a moment to share Welena's story to spread the word far and wide. Like this video to lend your support to our cause and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our progress.